Okay, so this is going to be a fun list for me. I'm very excited about it. It is called Ranking Female Action Movie Stars based on how much I want to marry them. And to be honest, I probably want to marry all of them. Let's just be real here. Many women that I would marry. A few men. I'll do a male list too, so people aren't excluded. And let's not waste any time. I don't want to waste any time at all. I just want to get right into the video. Okay, so to begin with, I might want to change a few things here. I'm going to put marriage, please. Then we're going to put engagement is fine. Engagement is fine. Just dating. One night stand. Wouldn't work. Again, this is just based on whether I think I would be compatible and want to marry the characters from these movies. I'm specifically talking about the characters. There will be at times that I talk about the actors, of course, because some of them, it's like, I can't differentiate. They're one to me sometimes. So let's just rank based on their characters. Will we get married? Okay, Gamora. Gamora's dead, but she's also back in her past self is currently in the present timeline. If that makes sense. Would I want to marry Gamora? Gamora's a badass. I would absolutely want to marry Gamora. I'm not really sure Gamora would want to marry me. I think due to her family and Thanos being her dad, we wouldn't have gone well, but Thanos is dead, obviously, now, so that's good. I would have to fight Star-Lord for her, but I would do that. I think I'm going to put engagement is fine right now. I will probably move these things around. Oh, some of these pictures are cut off. That's unfortunate. So it's like, whose body is this? You know, who could this be? But I do think I remember who this next one is. I believe it's Alice from Resident Evil. And let me tell you, I went through quite an intense obsession with all the Resident Evil movies. And as we know, everything after one is shit. It's really pretty brutal. But that's fine. It's because I was in love with Milla Jovovich. And I will say my claim to fame is that Milla Jovovich follows me on Twitter. It's pretty funny, actually. I'm not really sure why that happened. We did have an exchange once on Twitter where she was asking for help saving a house on The Sims, and I did help her. So if this ever gets to her, I wonder if she'll remember. Probably not. It was only important to me. Anyway, Alice is absolutely badass, obviously. I love her. I think she's really cool. I love her look in the third movie. Excellent. It did just turn into a train wreck, those later movies. It started to make me not like it as much overall. Alice is just a bit strange. We know this, right? She's a bit shut off. I don't know if we'd have a lot in common. She's not a big talker. She's always in danger. I couldn't probably deal with Nemesis, you know? It's not really my cup of tea. I'm just going to put one night stand, you know? Let's just say ONS. ONS. One night stand. Katniss Everdeen, Hunger Games. I will say I love the Hunger Games. Never misconstrued that. Katniss is really annoying. I'm sorry. She is. And I hate the whole dynamic that it's got to be Peter or Gale. Peter or Gale. Peter's such a whiny little bitch, and I don't like him. I've got no sympathy for him. I would have picked Gale until Gale was like a part of the group of people that ended up like killing some of her family. It was pretty depressing, to be honest. Who dies? Prim. Prim dies, right? I'm pretty sure she does in the last one. Yeah, I find Katniss annoying. She's always at the center of all the danger, and she's got a hero complex. I don't really like, you know, obviously these are all action hero stars, but I don't like the hero complex with Katniss. She's got such a main character syndrome. Even though she is the main character, it's just this part of her personality that I find really annoying. It just wouldn't work for me, to be honest. I'd find her ego needs to settle down. Next, though, I know who's going all the way to the top to marriage, please. It's Trinity from The Matrix. Oh my God. I think Trinity changed my life. She is so cool and so hot. And she's so smart and so badass. So cool. She does die, which isn't nice. But that's in the Matrix movies. I'm pretty sure anyway. I remember being very mad about something. But the first one's the one that matters. It's the only good one in the series. And Trinity is incredible. I love her. It would be instant marriage. I feel like we could work it out. But I don't like the idea that, you know, gotta unplug. Like, there's the marriage. Okay, hold on. Let me think a sec. because the Matrix is the world that we live in. And then to wake up, you got to unplug and be in the real world. And the real world's like really miserable, right? It's futuristic. It's not nice futuristic though. So would I like that life? I mean, I guess in these scenarios, I'm in their world with them. So I would know about this. Okay, marriage, please. Sorry, I'm overthinking it already. Next we have, what's her name? Is it Lilu? Lilu? From The Fifth Element. I almost blanked on that. The Fifth Element is such an amazing movie. I love it. It's actually maybe my favorite Bruce Willis movie. And it's one of my favorite sci-fi films. It's so good. And I feel like we're not talking about The Fifth Element enough. I should make a whole video about why The Fifth Element is just the best. It's like the best sci-fi film, that's for sure. Lilu, obviously we've just seen her previous, same actress, Milla Jovovich. But Lilu is, she's crazy. She's just so unique. She's such like she just makes you happy, to be honest. I like when she's like multi-pass. How'd you say it? Multi-pass. But Lilu is very like, she's got like almost like a childlike brain. But I do love her. She's great. It just wouldn't work. We're not compatible in any way. Okay, next we have Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson. Obviously, a lot of people don't like Captain Marvel or Brie Larson. And I think they don't like her because of Captain Marvel, which is a real shame. I like the Captain Marvel movie. It's definitely not my favorite. It's a very mid movie. I do like Brie Larson. Captain Marvel is super powerful, and let's not forget that. She's incredibly strong. She's supposed to be one of the strongest people in all of the MCU, but we know Scarlet Witch would kick her ass. In my mind, anyway. Would I get on with Captain Marvel? Would we have anything in common? She loves to fly. Like, loves to fly like jets. Not really into that, you know? That's not my cup of tea. She's always like traveling galaxy to galaxy. She's probably maybe a little too close with Samuel L. Jackson or Nick Fury. I don't know. I would just put just dating, you know? We could see other people. I wouldn't want anything too committed with Captain Marvel or Carol Danvers. Next we have, oh my God, I've forgotten her name in the movie, which is unfortunate, but Catherine Zeta-Jones in Zorro. Oh, I wish I could remember her name in the film. I mean, I can't really remember too much of Zorro. I just remember her being incredibly attractive and super hot. Based on those things, it would be Marriage, Please. Yeah, I can't even remember her name. I'm just going to put Marriage, Please, because to be honest, in any movie and in real life, I'd marry Catherine Zeta-Jones. I think she is perfect. She's my favorite Welsh woman. Incredible. Okay, next we have Black Widow, aka Natasha Romanoff from the MCU. She's dead now. And I'm still grieving her death in Infinity War because it should have been Hawkeye. Clint Barton should have gone over that cliff and Natasha could have still been here with us and she could have been starring in the future MCU movies and go be alongside Yelena. But sadly, we don't get that happiness. Happiness is stripped from us. There is no joy in this world anymore. Ever since, you know what? I actually think that was the turning point in society. The minute that Black Widow went over that cliff, that's when everything went downhill. That was the last true joy we had. It all makes sense now, doesn't it? I guess based on the fact that she is dead, it wouldn't work. But let's imagine she's alive. Ugh, do we have to do the current state? I mean, there's probably a lot of dead people on this list then. No, let's not do the current state. Because Trinity's in the top 2. Okay, Natasha Romanoff. She does have a lot of troubles from her past that have haunted her. You know what? Marriage, please. We're fine. I'll help. I can fix her. Okay, next we have Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie from Suicide Squad. We would not work, but I wonder if we could have some fun. I don't know, like, she is actually insane, so there is the chance that she could off me while I least expect it. But she's like crazy in a way that you know that if you went out with her, you'd have the best night of your life. Like, as long as I remain on good terms with her, I'm going to put ONS for now. Okay, I'll think about that. Okay, next we have... Who is that? I think that's Kate Beckinsale from Underworld. What's her name in that? I think I've seen Underworld maybe once. But Kate Beckinsale is gorgeous, obviously. I can't really remember any of this. So I'm just going to put... I'm going to put wouldn't work. Sorry. Okay, next we have Lara Croft from the new Tomb Raider movie, and that is Alicia Vikander. I hated the new Tomb Raider. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. I really didn't like it. I also felt Alicia Vikander was really miscast to be Lara Croft. Lara Croft has always, even in the video games, had this level of like, she's very sultry. It doesn't take away from the fact that she is an absolute badass and can do whatever the hell she wants. Like there is no one that can get in her way. But that was missing from these ones. I felt like that element of Lara was gone, and it just, I don't know, there was an appeal lost in that new movie. So I'm going to put it wouldn't work. Sorry. No offense to Alicia Vikander. She's great. Ooh, next we have Atomic Blonde starring Charlize Theron. I can't remember her character's name, but she is an absolute badass. This film is incredible, and I think it changed the trajectory of my life when I saw this film. Also, it's the best soundtrack, but her character is incredible. She is so badass, and this film, you know what? I'm going to go home and watch this film tonight because it's so bloody good. Realistically, we probably wouldn't get married because, you know, she's got a life of crime, a little more serious than MCU characters, that's for sure. So I'm just going to put, we can just date. I think it's for the best that we just date. And speaking of Charlize Theron, we've got Furiosa next. She is very troubled. She's got a very dark past, and I don't think she'll ever recover from it because she's definitely not in a good place in Mad Max Fury Road, that's for sure. And I don't think she's someone looking for love. I actually think she's looking for the opposite. She's looking for just family. That's all she's looking for. She scares me a bit as well, to be honest. So I would just put, I'm going to put it wouldn't work. ONS? Wouldn't work. Okay, I'll move things around if needed. Ellen Ripley. She is an absolute badass, but would I want to marry her in the Alien franchise? I think there's too much going on because the biggest thing is like she's in space, and if you're going to marry me, you need to know that I hate space. It's actually my least favorite thing about living is that we're alive in space. Yes. So Ellen Ripley's in space. That's the big element of this. So it's like, am I on Earth? And if I'm on Earth, it's like, I'm not going to be happy if my partner is going to space. That's an instant divorce. I should have put that as wouldn't work. Instant divorce. Actually, maybe I'll change it. Instant divorce is so severe, but it's kind of funny. I kind of love that. Oh, you know who I didn't add that I need to? Two people. Guys, it's super important, actually. So just trust a sec. Just trust. It's funny if I add them and then I just put them in instant divorce. Oh, what? Who are you? You're not my person. Don't you hate that when you're like, trust, there is a good picture, but it takes you like a year to find a good picture? But honestly, trust, there is a good picture. Oh God, is there? No spoilers, don't look. Okay. Ellen Ripley, yeah. I can't deal with space. I hate it. And I don't really want to think about this anymore. So it would be an instant divorce. The minute Ellen Ripley's like, I'm off to space, I'll be like, bye then. You won't ever see me again. Okay, next we have Ilsa Faust from Mission Impossible. She's in Mission Impossible 5, 6, and 7 Part 1. And she's dead now. And I'm still not happy. I'm still not happy about her character getting killed off. I also felt it was an unworthy death. She should have deserved a better ending than just getting stabbed in the heart. It was so annoying, and Ethan was so close to reaching her, but she can save herself, to be honest. I think she's more badass. But it was just like, she didn't need to go, and also, like, she died before we could even see her and Ethan together. And look, I know it's like, you can have a movie where the man doesn't have to end up with the woman, but it's like, I would have liked it, because they had such great chemistry, and we never even saw them kiss. So what's the bloody point? And now she's just replaced with Hayley Atwell, and I don't even like Hayley Atwell that much. And she's... like, they're forcing her on us. Anyway, I have really strong feelings. I would marry Ilsa Faust in a heartbeat because it's Rebecca Ferguson, and also because she is incredible. And when she kills people, she wraps her thighs around their head. What more could you want? This next one is Salma Hayek, and I actually don't know what film it's from. So it doesn't help at all. But it's Salma Hayek, so, like, she's great. I'm just going to put ONS. I need to find out what film that is. Okay, next we have Letty from Fast and Furious. She's like such a gearhead, and she is perfectly matched with Dom. There is no place for me. I think she's like too intense for my liking. I don't think we'd have a lot in common. I don't really like driving fast. I love the speed limit. I really like going a solid like 101 on the highway, you know? Speed limit 100, I'll go 101. 102, feeling a bit risky that day. 105 is like, lock me up. Letty though, I just don't know. She can't, like, I wasn't sad when she got killed off in the early Fast and Furious, but then they brought her back and they were like, just kidding, she's never been dead, she was just brainwashed. I was like, okay. I was more into, what was her name? Jordana Brewster's character. Mia Toretto, I was more into her. But Letty, she can go and, yeah, I think we'd get divorced. She's going too fast. I'd be like, whoa, chill out. Okay, now we got Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot. Personal feelings of Gal Gadot aside, because I'm not a big Gal Gadot fan. Wonder Woman, though, it's like, how would we get on? What time period is she from? She's from a long time ago. Does she not age? What's this plot? What's the plot? Do I need the plot? Kinda. How is she still here? She just doesn't age. I can't remember. I've seen Wonder Woman 1 and 2 one time. The first one I did enjoy it, and the second one was it was actually but what happens in the first? Why is she alive? Because I'm pretty sure some of it takes place during World War I or II, and Chris Pine's in it. He's also in the second one, isn't he? Is he? Did I make that up? I can't really remember anything. I'll just say we're dating. Would that work? What's the plot of Wonder Woman? Why is she still alive? Is she always alive? Does she age? She's in those films, Justice League. I've not seen any of them. She's with them, and they're like present day. Okay, it's fine, we can date. But she'll outlive me. That's fine. Just, do I want to? No, I wouldn't want to marry her. And I don't want to be engaged. Or just dating. Okay, next we have Emily Blunt from Edge of Tomorrow. Oh my God. Her in this movie is changed my whole life. Changed a lot of people's lives. This is insane. Emily Blunt in this movie, honestly, is just instant marriage. I'm sorry, there's not a lot to say. It's honestly the best Emily Blunt has ever looked, or any woman in any film ever. And obviously that's not including Rebecca Ferguson. Rebecca Ferguson right now in my brain looks the best than anyone's ever looked in their whole life. I'm so sorry. But Emily Blunt, Edge of Tomorrow, if you've not seen it, you need to watch it. It's one of the best action movies, and her arms, oh my God, incredible. Okay, next we have the superior Tomb Raider. We've got Angelina Jolie as Lara Croft. She is incredible. She is badass. She is sultry. She is sexy. I love Lara Croft. I used to like playing the game and locking the butler in the freezer. You just hear his tray rattling. Because I feel like that game, none of us actually played it. We just would run around the house, and then we would swim in the pool, and we'd just listen out for the butler and his rattling tray, and then we'd lead in to the freezer and then lock him in. I love that there is no individual experience in life, only universal experiences. Anyway, she is in constant danger. She travels a lot. I like to travel, but I don't really want to go to places where people are going to murder me for an amulet. But we can be engaged, and I can stay at home in her mansion and lock the butler in the freezer. It'll be great. Next, we have Rey from Star Wars. I don't even want to be in this universe. I don't even want to imagine myself in the world of Star Wars. I hate Star Wars. I hate it so much. And I don't like Rey. I actually don't even like that actress. What's her name? I couldn't tell you. Daisy Ridley? I was going to say Daisy Edgar Jones. I'm like, that's definitely not it. I'm just going to put instant divorce. I'd be like, we don't have a lot in common. Why are you wielding a lightsaber? Like, put your stick down and get a real weapon. Get yourself a wand. Okay, next we have Kill Bill, Uma Thurman, the wife. I think that's her name, the bride? The bride. She's badass and she's scary. Like, she actually makes me feel very uncomfortable because she is just really scary. A scary assassin. I'm going to put instant divorce because I don't want to upset her in any way, and I don't want her to come after me with her samurai sword. And then I also don't want anyone to do the punch on my heart thing, and it just makes it stop. Don't like it. Okay, next we have the two that I added, Rebecca Ferguson and Zendaya in Dune. So we've got Lady Jessica, aka Reverend Mother, aka just Rebecca Ferguson, and I refer to her as Mother. Like Paul Atreides, I call her Mother. She is Mother to me, and we are going to get married. Actually, sorry. I didn't think about it before adding it. I was just thinking about how much I love Rebecca Ferguson, but Reverend Mother is actually such a villain in the second one. She's so scary. I don't know if we'd get along. I'm not a big fan of face tattoos, you know? It's not for me. And she comes with a bit of a clique, you know? Those women that gather around her. The Benny Gesserit. we can just casually date, you know? I don't need to hang out with you and your friends. I don't need to fully know what's going on in your life. We can just be casual. I think that works for both of us. Zendaya is loyal as hell in Dune. And Paul doesn't deserve her because obviously Paul is just becoming a madman and a messiah and he's just going to destroy worlds and families. So Zendaya knows better. She ran off at the end, got on a sandworm and said, peace. And I would honestly get on that sandworm with her. I'm not sure she'd have me though, but I'll propose on that sandworm. I'll just say engagement is fine. I think I'm sticking to this list. There's lots in divorce, more than I would like expecting. But I don't know if I would change it. I think this is a perfect list. Ultimately, I would marry Ilsa Faust over everyone, but Emily Blunt in Edge of Tomorrow is my second. This is solid to me. Oh, I'm sad for Lady Jessica and aka Reverend Mother being just dating, but she needs to sort of life out. It's not going to work for me. Let me know in the comments what you want to see me do next. Let me know if you want me to rank male stars or if you enjoy the rankings. I'm going to watch some movies very soon, do some more reviews, and check out my last upload. It'll be right here at some point in a minute. I'll see you in the next video.